Hi Pisces, how are you? How's things? Welcome to Eriu Tarot Readings. I'm Eriu and I'm here to do your bi-weekly reading from the 1st of September to the 17th of September 2017. Well, first of all, let me say, so good to be back. Pisces, how are you? I hope you're so well. I hope you had a lovely August as well. I hope everything was just hunky-dory, and if not, sure, look, we're going into a new month now and we're going to figure out a few things for you, okay? To my new subscribers, hello, you're very welcome. And to my old ones, my nearest and dearest, thank you for coming back. It's always good to have you. So now, as I said, this is your bi-weekly reading, but I mean, we're looking at just over 2 weeks, right? So the first week that we'll do will probably be the 1st to the 9th, say, and then the second week will be the 10th to the 17th. I'm going back to my previous format, which was top 2 lines. Top line is the first week, second line is the bottom week, and 3 cards for your love life as well, all right? Because, as I always say, the individual is what's important to me first and foremost, you and your journey. So that's what we're going to focus on, right? Now, if it doesn't resonate with you at all, because we're reading for so many people, like, don't worry about it. Just look at your moon and rising signs as well. And if you're not sure what that is, there's a link below that I always put down there, and you can calculate your moon and your rising sign there as well. Don't get too caught up if it doesn't all resonate. This is a thing that people get really stuck on, and because it's a general reading and like so many people watch it, it's not going to be 100% for you. Do you know? There's just like, I mean, if it is, I'm delighted, that's fantastic, but more than likely it's not going to be. So if you need a personalized reading, that's then we can take care of you in that sense, all right? Okay, as I said, going back to the previous format for you Pisces, all right? And if you haven't already done so, tea, grab that tea, grab that coffee, grab that glass of wine, whatever you like, and just kind of like sit back for the next 20 or so minutes and just chill and just have a listen, all right? One more, okay. Thank you. And that is us. All right, Pisces, let's get stuck in. So if I need to clarify, I will. But also, as I say, this is like your general reading. The love cards will come after. So this is everything that is outside of love. So even friendships with people, domestic life, work life, study life, whatever you're involved in, your community, whatever. This is what this emulates, okay? Hey, whoa. Interesting. Got those two for Cancer. Got those two for Cancer. What's going on with you water signs? Oh. Alright, so the top line is the first week, the second line is the bottom week, start, middle and end of each week. So we'll go with the very first, the top line. Alright, so Pisces, I think you had a nice August, did you not? I think you did, and I think you're kind of a little bit more comfortably re-energized, I want to say. You've got the Four of Wands here at the very start of this week for you, which is love. I love this card. I think it's just, it just makes me feel all warm and fluffy inside. And I say that because for me it's like the home card. This is my happy home card. This is where you go to retreat, to take care of yourself, for that lovely family support system that you have. And that only that environment can actually heal you in many ways. So Wands is fire again. It is love, lust, compassion and energy. But the thing is, this is more of a toned down version of that. It's a loving, comforting energy. And I think some of you, maybe you guys have had a bit of a wild August and you decided, oh, actually I need to chill out a bit for September. And that's what you're doing. You're kind of retreating, you're going home, you're reconnecting with loved ones, with friends, and you're kind of getting yourself back into yourself again. And, you know, checking in, as I say, checking in with yourself. And I think it's really nice that you've done this, because there are obviously some people that have really missed you, missed having you around. They may not have said that, but they're delighted that you are around, okay? And hey, like isn't that just the sweetest thing though to have at the start of this card, or the start of this week? And you've rebalanced yourself, which is very important. You've kind of recalibrated yourself as well, which I think is gorgeous. And for you Pisces, sometimes you kind of run yourself ragged and you don't take care of yourself enough, and I think it's great that you've done this, and this is what you feel, more importantly, at the start of the week. And also that there's just this calm energy around you. And as I said, you feel this warm, loving flow, and it's nice. And yeah, work with that. Let it just wash over you. Just walk through life feeling that you're taken care of in every step that you take, right? Now, the middle of the week and the end of the week, we got to talk about this, Pisces. We got to have a little chit chat. What's going on with you here? As I said, Cancer had these like this, right? You have them like this. Combine the Devil card and the Moon card, the only major arcanas you have. But side by side, something's going on here, Pisces. The Devil card representing Capricorn, the Moon representing, for me, Scorpio, and at other times also you, Pisces. The two combined is a very, very, very toxic energy. Now, I know I said for some of you, or I said that this is general reading, that for some of you, that it's everything outside of love. I kind of feel like it might be love, though, that's having a little bit of that you're having a little bit of an issue with. Let me just clarify. So the Devil is toxicity. It's about being chained by our own will, really, to things that serve us no good purpose at all. It is detrimental to our growth. It is self-sacrificing in some ways. And actually, it not in some ways, in many ways. These two people here have the option to break those chains, but they stay there purposely, and it's a very, very toxic relationship. It's also about obsession. It can be codependency, and it can be addiction in some way. And I don't even mean addiction in the substance sort of way, which it could very well be. But more importantly, it's about getting stuck in this cycle of doing something the same way over and over again in the hopes that it will be different the next time you do it, but it won't, because it's the exact same method, right? So that's what it is. It's like getting kind of caught up in a loop. And then the Moon here is about inner reflection and self-inspection, I guess, and going into those darker, deeper moments or aspects of yourself that you don't always want to look at. Most people don't, but that you have to, because the Moon is calling you to do that. It's calling you to go inwards and to say, look, enough of the self-deceit, the self-deception. It's time for us to really see things. Now, the Moon, though, however, as I said to Cancer, is not as strong as the Sun, its counterpart. It's not. Therefore, the light that it shines, yes, it illuminates certain things, but it only illuminates certain things. So you can't see everything in its full capacity. Therefore, you don't have all the facts. And it's something that... nearly dropped my cards. It's something that you need to also be aware of, that's the deceit in this card as well. You only see so much, alright? But I want to just clarify, because the fact that these two are together it's concerning me, Pisces. I'm not going to lie, like it's... Yeah, I need 2 for this. Oh, and I need 3. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Pisces, right. Let's get rid of the happy home for a second now. Right, Pisces. Some of you have been in a really, really toxic relationship or in a toxic environment, or if it's not a relationship, it's like a work thing or somewhere. You have been involved in something that was extremely, extremely toxic for you. You felt like everyone is against you, that people were speaking bad about you left, right and centre. It was all behind your back and they all stabbed you in the back, okay? It's a collective. That's what I feel. Or to you, it feels like it was everyone, even though it may have been just a few people. But with this particular 10, it is a case that you have been stabbed in the back. This is the thing. And people have been talking bad about you. And I'm sorry that you had to go through that. I'm sorry that you had to experience that. Sorry, one sec. Whew, this has been heavily emotional for you. I feel like it's everyone you really trusted in and you loved just didn't, like, they just fell by the wayside. They just, This sounds really funny as well that I say this, but there was like a voting thing for some of you, that you were supposed to be voted into something, and you thought in a way it was in the bag, not in a cocky way, but that people were saying you should get this is for you, you should get this is for you, building you up, and then all of a sudden it was just like rug pulled out from under you, and you didn't get what you were supposed to get, and then all of a sudden everyone just walked away. And you thought you were going to get a support system. You thought you were going to get those people around you. And you didn't. They just all vanished. They were like bigging you up. There's all this talk. I know there's no swords here, Pisces, but there's all this talk. I can hear this talk. They were whispering stuff in your ear, weren't they? Oh. I can hear either side. Yeah. This has had a severely emotional effect on you. Like, you've really been wounded from this. Oh. And it took you a while to really get yourself out, I think. Well, this is also future, but you just feel like you stand on your own quite a bit, Pisces, don't you? You really do. And you're going to have your time of mourning. You'll have that really just feeling down and feeling so blue. And I even feel just a little bit of depression as well. Like I don't even feel like there's many tears. I just feel like there's just complete and utter sadness and just disappointment. Oh, do you know, I can feel those people. But you'll know better. You'll have learned from this. I think this is important for you, to learn from this. And because as well I say that the Hermit is here, stay in your moon energy if you need to go deep within and look into yourself in that sense. But don't stay in it too long. Don't get caught up in what it all is, because you have the Five of Cups here, and that's about, well, people say in many ways this is about crying over spilt milk. I think that's a little bit of a harsh term to use for you in this particular scenario, because I feel like you've every right to be upset about what happened. They just buggered off and left you alone. But no, I know it's tough. Come out of this energy. Stay in this energy for a little bit. Feel it, live it, breathe it, cry it out, scream it out, whatever you need to do. And then come back here, because the Hermit comes in for you now. I like the fact that this is here. In many ways, it's similar to the moon. It's about being introspective. But more importantly, it's not about self-deception. It's about self-discovery. And he takes his lantern here. That is his own inner light. And he uses that to shine the way on his journey, on his path, where he's going. He goes inwards to ask himself the question of, why did I do that? Why did I believe that? Why would I do that again? So in many ways, it's kind of similar to the moon, but it's more like you rely on yourself a bit more to find those answers, rather than just saying, oh, you know, it's the slightly darker side of ourselves. And this is really questioning. This is feeling, this is questioning why we do what we do. But I like the fact that you're going to take this Hermit energy here now, Pisces. Leave all this behind and walk away from it. I'm afraid this is just something you had to go through. Or this is something you have to go through. But you may have felt it coming. You may have felt it because that's why you had this happy home card, that you needed to retreat, you needed to get away from people because you knew something was brewing. And then all of a sudden at the mid and end of the week, bang, it happens. But live in this Hermit. This is a very standalone card, but with a lot of confidence in oneself to get through what they need to get through. There's no one else with him. He relies on himself and his own judgment and his own wisdom and knowledge of himself. And that's what you'll need to do, Pisces. Okay? That's what you'll need to do. My God, that's a fierce energy. Oh my Lord. It's not fair on you. But, you know, oh, no, it's not fair. But look, all of us have this at some stage in our lives where we have to deal with these things. We don't want to, but we all do, you know, and you all come out the other side, so it's okay. All right, so that's your first week. Heavy, heavy, heavy energy, Pisces. That's not to say that you can't come out the other side, and I believe you will, and you can with that Hermit energy, all right? Let's look at your second week now. Let's focus from the 10th to the 17th of September. Start, middle, and end. Right. 9 of Wands energy. Ace of Wands, excellent. 5 of Pentacles. Right, so, 9 of Wands. This is someone else, this isn't you. Oh. It's funny, I don't feel, like normally I feel this Knight of Wands is hella sexy and very fiery, and he's just a bit subdued or just a bit quiet. Who's this person? Whoa. Alright, for some of you, you may have... Oh. What? Sorry, 1 second. What are you doing? Whew. Pisces, your reading's taking a different turn for me here. Oh. I need to say this to Pisces. You can't take care of everyone, you can't mend everyone. This is like a total interjection. It's like complete, like just something different. There's a person in your life, or has been in your life, could be male or female, that may be represented by Cancer, Virgo, Capricorn, or Leo or Sag. Alright? More than likely it could be a Leo or Sag. I don't know what their story is, but I can see it from here a little bit, but they're coming into your life out of the blue again. And I don't even know if it's romantic. I mean, I could feel wands, but I don't even feel that heat. I don't feel that love and passion. Don't feel that. I feel like it could be an ex coming in. I know it's not love. I know I said this wasn't love, but I gotta say what I feel. And I just keep hearing, what the hell are you doing back here? What the hell are you doing texting me? What the hell are you doing at my door? I feel like they just come out of nowhere. Like this person just totally came into the middle of the reading, and I'm like, hold on, this isn't whoops. This isn't Pisces. It's like, what are you doing? This is for Pisces. You'll get your own reading. But no, they're like, oh, so this person is quite well established in many ways. Not the very height of their career, or the I guess the hierarchical structure of what they do in the industry in which they occupy, but they are quite very good at what they do. They have a certain amount of financial wealth as well. They move around a lot. I feel like they go from county to county or state to state, and they're back and forth and back and forth. They needed to leave you because they needed to grow, and they weren't aware really fully of that at the time. But now they're aware of it, and now they're coming knocking at your door. Like this, not this holier than thou attitude, but almost like, I know so much more now. Oh, I really do understand now what it all meant. Do you know this kind of, I'm just getting really annoyed here, because I'm like, what are you even talking about? You buggered off, we'd stopped talking, you didn't contact me, you didn't talk to me, and now all of a sudden you're knocking at my door again after so many months or years? Whoa. Can I just say, Pisces, whoever this is, love capacity, friendship capacity, whatever, they don't seem to me a bad person, but that's well gone. And I think you're just going to get really peeved at the fact that they thought they could just like, oh hey, like pick things up again from where they left off. And you're like, no, hold on. You never bothered even to text me and say, how are you? Or to call me when things were going on and say, how are you getting on? Are you okay? I don't see any malice in them, but it's about them. There's something about them, like they have experienced some sort of enlightenment or spiritual awareness now, or they've read like one book on spirituality. They feel that they know it all now. I'm making this sound a bit egotistical. They may come across that way, but understand that it's not, it's not really like that within them. This is a blip. I need to tell you, this is a blip at the start of your week. However what way you're feeling here, like, ignore this. You need to concentrate on that Hermit. They're coming in and they're just kind of, it's a little whirlwind. Like, oh hi, how are you? I haven't seen you so long. I've missed you. It's like, oh really? Did you? I didn't know that because you don't talk to me. So how would I know you miss me? Can I just? And I have to say though, even though I said they're not egotistical, there's a little bit of arrogance here because I just stepped into the middle of your reading and I gotta get rid of this person. Where are you? There you are. Changing stuff up. Look, forget about them. Don't let them distract you from where you're going, because as well I know you feel vulnerable. Ignore that. Just be like, thanks, no thanks, and put back on the Hermit card and take care of yourself. This is what I need you to do. Ooh, this is what I need you to do. Oh, gee, they just think they're so suave. I'm sorry, I have no idea who this is in your lives, but you're probably going, oh, I know who it is. Well, then you make sure you just get, no, but they ring your doorbell, you don't answer your door. They text you, you don't answer your text messages. Just forget about them. Oh man. Yeah, see you later. Stay in your Hermit energy. This is what's important for you, not them, not what happened to you with these people. And even if it's a case that they know of what happened and they're kind of coming in a little bit to save the day, but it's for them, it's not for you. It's to make themselves feel better. It's not to aid you and to heal you in some way. Oh no. Oh, see you later. Done. Bye. Bye-bye. So then in your midweek then we've got the Ace of Wands. So we've got Wands again. Now technically these two together you could have a very merry old time. That's up to you if you want to. I'm not going to tell you what to do. You can do whatever you like to do. But I just feel like I don't want you to get distracted from, this Hermit energy. It's very important. It's very important. So if you do go back, that's up to you. If you don't go back, awesome. Why? Because Ace of Wands is Aces, purest form of that particular energy in this particular suit. So we've got full on pure love, compassion, passion and lust and creativity. And I think more importantly, Pisces, this isn't it is a new beginning, but it isn't about somebody coming in for you and saving the day, or so they think. It's about you doing that for yourself and also giving back love and compassion to yourself, especially after all this. As I said, he stands alone, so there's nothing wrong with this coming in and saying, do you know what, I give myself love first and foremost before I give it out to anyone else again. This is what I'm going to do for myself. Great, allow that to happen. And even if you want to put it this way with our imagery, okay, if we did a close-up here, they're both stays, right? If we did a close-up here, that's this is the extreme close-up of this, do you see? But there's growth. There's growth here. We've got leaves. There's something happening. You're blooming in yourself. And that's what we want. And you're not only kind of in the darkness searching for answers, you're out there. And you're out there in the sunlight where people can see you. And the lack of fear of maybe seeming that, you don't want to seem like you're somebody who's very self-absorbed or anything. But that's not it. That's not it, Pisces. I think this is about you. This isn't about them. This isn't about these guys. It's about you. So give back to yourself. Learn to love yourself. And all sides of yourself, right? Because this is quite dark here. This is a little bit dark, 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 dark. Boom. Now we're starting to see the light a bit more. Yes. And continue on with this energy coming into the end of the week, because you have the Five of Pentacles. Right, so Five of Pentacles. Pentacles is Virgo, Taurus and Capricorn. And we've got a very earthly, beautiful, down-to-earth energy, feeling the roots underneath the earth itself. This is what this particular pentacle means. Now, it can also be aspects of yourself. It can be affluency in some ways, financial, or it can be just non-tangible goods that we deem to be of wealth, which is like our health, you know, things like that. But the Five of Pentacles is about walking away from something circumstantial. You had to walk away from it because you had no other choice. It doesn't feel like that there's a lot of emotion attached to this. There isn't really. If it was cup energy, I'd say yes. This is a very sad thing that you need to walk away from. More of a case that you've taken so many bullets, Pisces, that's probably about time anyway that you walked away. Do you hear what I'm saying? It's about time that you left things, you leave things in the past and you let it go. Not to say that those things that have happened did not teach you things, and in some moments were not really beautiful, because they probably were, but it's best to let it go, walk away and cut your losses. It's what I say, it's like emotional debris. You know, when a bomb goes off and there's like shards, bits of debris everywhere, it's kind of you taking the hit of all of that. It's not really your gig, but somehow you got involved in it, and that's what happened. But it doesn't feel as strong for me because you've got the Ace of Wands beside it, and strategically placed, or purposely, so you know that we've the Hermit card here as well, to aid you into going into the end of the week. So maybe it's time to let a lot of this go, a lot of those people go, to walk away and say, look, I actually can't do this anymore. I don't know what your gig is, I don't know what your deal is, I don't know why you had to function in that way, but look, I'm not interested. I'm going to take care of myself, I'm going to wrap myself up, and I'm going to walk away. And that's not a bad thing. Actually, of all of this, from this person, whoever this is, and these people who contribute to this atmosphere, do it. Do it. Just, yeah, see you later. So, like heavy energies. So, Cancer was my first reading, some heavy energies as well. You guys experiencing heavy energies as well. Not to worry, now you know the pitfalls, right? Now you know the red flags. And then once we know them, then we can deal with things in a better way. So let's look at love. Let's look at love. Let us look at love. Love for Pisces. Show some love to Pisces, please. Would you like some love, Pisces? Yep. Yep. Wouldn't we all? Alright. Nice. Hey. Ooh, also got this for Cancer. This is great. Okay. Alright, let me have a look. Okay. Right. Let's go with singles first, right? Okay, so Pisces, we talk about how kind of tumultuous your general life is. A lot of things going on for you, okay? Not too many things that you're overly emotionally invested in, but things that you need to take care of because they're hitting you with a direct impact. Now, your love life, however, is starting to get a little bit better. Lovely. So we got the Six of Pentacles. We've talked about pentacle energy here. And what we have here is the understanding of giving and receiving, giving and taking, and kind of doing both in some ways without expectation of anyone. It's nice. It's a balance as well. And I get that your love life is balancing out for you now. And maybe a little bit more than it was before for you, okay? Let me just push these here now. For a lot of you, it's about, I think it's about your family structure and those that you deem to be family to you, even if they're not blood related. It doesn't matter. You know, I think it's a case that them being demonstrative in displaying what love is has helped you to kind of get yourself back on track. And I'm glad that has happened for you. There may also be a Virgo in your life that in many ways is very like, your rock. Okay? Yeah, definitely. Definitely there's a Virgo in your life that is a rock. And an emotional rock as well, and someone that you turn to when love kind of goes a bit pear-shaped, or you're like, Jesus, I don't know what the hell's going on. This Virgo puts things into perspective for you and kind of realigns you. But I like the fact that now you're realigning yourself and you know how to do that with yourself. Excuse me. Now with couples, I think it's a case that you're, again, getting back to the giving and receiving thing. Maybe things have been out of balance in the home. Maybe one of you has been working a lot and the other has been at home a lot, or maybe both of you have been working a lot and there's no time for each other. And you kind of both went, all right, okay, so what's going on here? Why am I feeling a bit separate from the one I love? This doesn't feel right. What are we going to do? We got to balance each other out again. We got to give and take. There might be some Pisces that you could be with someone that in many ways is your polar opposite. And there are times where you struggle to really find a balance between the two of you, or just a level ground. And you're like, my God, how do we make this work sometimes? Well, because of your generous spirit in giving and receiving to one another. And I think it's important that for you, of all people, Pisces, you're kind of the giver of that knowledge. As that when things are actually a bit out of whack, two fishies can come along and help balance it out and smooth it over. So that's nice. Your home life now is getting back on track with your relationship, which is lovely. Now, the middle, okay, for singles. So when you may have been involved with a Capricorn, a Cancer, a Taurus, or a Sagittarius. Yes, maybe even a Leo. Yeah, what are they doing? What? Why? I had this for Cancer because I felt that their ex was coming back. Do you know, Pisces, this is going to sound odd, but I feel like your ex is sneaking around a bit. You know what I mean? I feel like your ex is looking at your Instagram. I feel like your ex is looking at your Facebook. I feel like your ex is looking at like any. If it's not Snapchat, you'd know. You'd know if it was Snapchat because the name would be on it. But you know what I mean? Kind of feel like they're just watching you. And it's like if you change your picture on your WhatsApp, like your profile, all of a sudden they'll change their picture on their WhatsApp. You know, and you're going, Jesus, what's the coincidence? Why is that? That's a bit odd. No, it's not odd. Because they're watching you and they're, oh God, some of you really were with the Scorpio. Woo. Oh yes. Oh yes. And that was, an issue. Oh God, yeah. Oh God, very emotionally dominant. Sorry, I just feel it off. I just feel it off these cards. Just be careful about that, all right? Now, I say that they're sneaking around. They're not getting very close to you because you won't let them anyway, because you've already grown up a lot in regards to love. And in your own love life, you're like, look, I don't want that anymore. Before, I didn't have that inner knowledge. Now I do. Now I won't put up with some of the crap that I had before. So bye. Thanks and all, but bye. Thanks for the memories, but bye. And as well, it's because that you're centering yourself in your own love life now. What I said to you about the Ace of Wands and you giving back to yourself is so important in your love life as well. It just kind of has this ripple effect because now we've got the World card and you're at the center of your world and you're just allowing yourself to be you and you're revealing yourself in a way that you feel comfortable. Yeah, she's naked, absolutely, but I mean, there's such freedom in being naked and being liberated in that sense, but by yourself. Now, but you're aware now, singles, you're aware in your love life, you're like, I have to create boundaries for myself with people, because some people, like the old sneaky ex, will just kind of toddle around and watch and try and get in and try and wiggle their way in. And Pisces, you've like the softest hearts, so like really you do. Also, you take no shit, I'm aware of this, but you've the softest hearts and people can take advantage of that. But I like the fact that you've grown this kind of like wall of boundary around you and you're saying, absolutely not, get away from me, I'm taking care of myself, I'm happy by myself, and that's it, okay? And that's where you begin with love, right, is with yourself. Now, for couples, you guys have had a lot... or you've had some sticky issues in the past as well, okay? I think it's because maybe for some of you, you lost yourself a little bit in the romance or in the relationship. And by that I mean, sometimes we give so much in relationships that we forget who we are, don't we? We just forget to take care of ourselves and in many ways indulge ourselves. What do I like to do? Well, I'm going to do this now, you know, without that other person. But yeah. Yeah. it's time as well, couples, especially Pisces couples, that you do give yourself that time to take care of you and love. And you know, and if things are going well, which I feel like they will be, because you've the Ace of Wands, which is a new beginning in love. So for some of you, if you are a couple and you're ready to get rid of that person you're with, yes, absolutely, that is here for you, and you have a new beginning in love. For couples that want to stay together, even though there has been some tough times, fair enough as well, know that you do have the ability to work through it, and you will get a new stab at love again. And you know, but just as long as you make sure you don't give them all the power, this is what's important. You don't have to manipulate, you just have to stand your ground and tell them what you will and what you won't put up with. And I think this is an issue maybe for both singles and couples as well here, okay? Now, what is lovely then at the end? All right, so the Justice card, which I had, as I said, for Cancer. Justice is a Libra card. She's the Libra lady, and she does exactly what she says on the tin, doesn't she? She comes in and she gives justice to things that need justice. Now, she's kind of the epitome of the law, of the Institute of Law itself. But she's very fair in what she does, and she's very, very balanced. And she is a much more elevated version of the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, chop off your head in an instant if you're just going to talk bad about her, or you think that you can try and push her around. Queen of Swords will absolutely have nothing to do with you then. But Justice card, she sits, she waits, she observes, she gathers all the information, and then she makes a judgment. So nice to have. She also has the Sword of Truth here and the balancing scales as well. Awesome, right? Awesome woman to have on your side. Now, for some of you, it may be a case that you have a Libra coming in. I don't feel like it's full on like love. Hold on. Do you know what it's like? It starts off as a friendship and it grows. I think they're going to help you see the light in many ways about why as well you needed to walk away. Yeah, they're going to put a different perspective on it, or an understanding for you, but they're going to vocalize it in a way that you're like, oh my God, that's why that happened. You're dead right. That's why that happened with so-and-so. That's why I felt that way. So I think it's more of a case of it's a really beautiful, strong friendship developing here with this person. It could turn into love, could possibly. But I think it's a case that people you attract, you know, people that are like you sometimes. And you have, what you're doing is growing a greater love for yourself. And you're attracting better people because of it. People who also love themselves in a pure way. And who want the best for everyone. And I think that's also really you, Pisces, isn't it? Now for couples, that deep emotional, introspective nature that you've had in the past while due to past events that have been quite tough for you, that's going to be taken care of now. What you're doing by creating your boundaries is stating a new way of living for you and your partner. And it's balancing them out a lot more than the way you previously were with them before. Does that make sense? So maybe you were too light with them before. Maybe you didn't say, or the opposition, you didn't express that enough with them before. Maybe you didn't just challenge them a little bit as much as you should have before. But now that you are, now you're saying, no, not so many words as well. Say, hey, push back. No. And you're actually balancing out the entire relationship. Should it be on you completely? Well, no, not quite. But it's important that you actually take the lead in the relationship. It doesn't need to be forever. It doesn't mean you have to be really aggressive and dominant. But it means that you have to show a path of how it could work and how it could be a lot better for the two of you. Okay? And for others of you, excuse me, there's another story of that. Maybe you decide that you just don't want this anymore. And you're really cutting the ties. And you're walking away. Yes, there are hurt feelings, absolutely. But the strength within you, it's fierce. It really is. All right, my lovely Pisces, this has been your bi-weekly and then some reading for the 1st to the 17th of September 2017. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope it resonated with you. If you dig what I do, please like and subscribe and leave a comment, or sure, even share. Why not? Remember, I do personalised readings. If you would like one, my email address is below. You can email me directly and I'll send you a list of my readings and my prices, okay? Pisces, take care of yourself over these next 2 weeks. If you got a Libra friend, rely on them. If you've got a Virgo friend, rely on them. Take care of yourself. If you've got a Cancer friend, you guys take care of each other as well, right? It's a little bit of tough 2 weeks. And remember that you're always welcome to this Tuatha. This is your tribe, all right? If you need any advice, we're all here for you. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you in the following 2 weeks. Bye-bye.